Microphone check. That's a bummer. A little late to the party today. Bounce on that one. What's up, J Takoka? I think what I'm hoping for the most part, I recognize that there could be some lift out of this area. I recognize that there could be some lift off of these local lows here. Actually, the local lows should be better. Personally, opinion, the local lows should be better. I recognize that could be what's going to happen. But I don't think that's going to be the case. Not after this. Find something different listening. Oh, I forgot to turn down the music. Shitaka Oko was going to let me blast that music on your face. It should be a bit better. Now, back to what I was saying. This is what my gut's telling me. 68,641 holds or get SFP'd as we come for 65,666. Yeah, so I'm saying we may see lift here. We probably will see lift here. And I'm saying that lift either doesn't exceed this or SFPs this, falls beforehand, and Monday's high stays as we form a new weekly low. That's where I'm leaning. I do expect that to be a turbulent ride. Oh, why is it going to be a shit high? What'd you move? What kind of moves you make up? Market open, just that shitty little candle right there. I mean, that is immediately bullish. Didn't make a lot of sense, but it's immediately bullish. Well, I mean, it's a lie. It makes sense. Of course, there's orders under there. So what I'm still curious about is if we've got to come back and peel late shorts, take out market open, or SFP this high. I think I can scale here. Top of the morning, Barbulicious in M4B34. Let me know what you guys want to look at, man. Huh.
Blues Wu-Tang instrumental coming up after this one.
NQ kind of reminds me right here where you'd have this range and you initiate it below and then you come up and you start forming that little flat top in there. Reminds me of that. Low still weak. Low, whatever that is. that low is weak until you break this high anyway. And looks to be in a fairly premium setting. What button is that? No. What the hell? There we go. IOTA. Let me take a look at IOTA. Morning to Zalabaman. Go pop over and take a look at IOTA. I haven't seen that one in a hot minute. I wonder if I can find one that had drawings on it. Cheap finance. No. Well, the monthly chart is encouraging. I mean, monthly range is now complete, or whatever. This is probably a yearly range. It's probably not monthly. I'd rarely go above the monthly. Okay, yearly range complete. Cool. Y'all saw it, right? Yearly structure. And that range is complete. Time to look long. Retesting demand, but had to lose 4-hour structure to do so. Right, so you break 4-hour external structure here. Break some more of it here, forming an uptrend. And then lose your uptrend with a bearish break. So there's two main things happening on the chart right now. You're in demand. You have supply above you. It removed liquidity prior to falling. It's trying to tell you, this break here, in my opinion, is trying to tell us that this low is now weak. We have swept a major swing point that was formed 5 million years ago. Back in 2020. Okay. 6 years ago, whatever. But we have not formed a local accumulation. So this may be the beginning of our accumulation range. Meaning there's a high probability for a long down here. And a pretty significant long at that. Let's drop down a little bit more. Yeah, with this removal of liquidity prior to breaking this low, right, if we look at this, symbol doesn't, okay, cool, never mind, we're not. Am I stuck in some sort of replay here? What is happening? Why don't I see the time counting over here? No, like really though. Like you see the counter here? Why don't I see that? Why is this thing frozen in time? go away. Where's that? I'm so confused about this. Oh, now we have time. Now we have time. Yeah, I'm gonna propose that this high remains intact. Honestly, I'd be kind of surprised if you even fill the wick before we travel down to an area like this. I'd anticipate this thing to fart around a bit before getting down into an area like that. And I think there's a high probability of an area like this, rotating price back to here. Question marks. Question marks up there. In an accumulation schematic, you would deviate SFP
This one right here is called
or roll over prior, and you'd come back for one of two things. You'd come back for this low or this demand.
Coming up after this one. That's the chilled. Track's called Blame.
So that's my two thoughts on it, or that's my general assessment of IOTAs. That'd be my general assessment of that. That was cool, thanks. Appreciate that. BTC still wants 59K. J Takaoka says BTC still wants 59K. What is 59K? Is that low down there? Bro, get all that shit off the chart. Go fuck away. 59. Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yep. Yep, yes, sir. I would agree with you. Alright, what are we gonna do here? Your boy is hoping for an initiation here. Man can hope, a man can dream. Wiley Coyote, what up, dude? Wiley Coyote 94. 1 through 93 died. They fell off of a giant cliff. We're episode 94. Alright. Pippin, I want you to fill this high. You hear me? You fucking hear me, Pippin? You fucking listening, bro? Excuse my French, yo. I already have an alert there. Fart coin respecting some orbs. Let's take a look. It's quite the top here. The type of top that could take you there. Missed that high, which is unfortunate. As far as local price action goes, you're really stuck internally to these two. Brev. in premium. Yeah, it's quite the top. High's not the best. What is this about an orb? So New York comes up, comes down, pulls the low. Let's look at this. New York comes up, starts SFPing there, pulls the low, comes up again, SFP's the high again, breaking the low now. Demand underneath the low, so that would require some patience. Some pretty poor lows down here. It's in premium, so I want to short it. Bro. Hey, there's my initiation. Fucking got you, sucker. I fucking got you, sucker. I gotta go manage this trade. What do I do here? What do I do here? I've initiated, we haven't mitigated, so I need to take profit. I need to move my stop from here to here.
The last one was
So
by
stop is
Pirate
still
Credit.
slightly at
The other one
risk.
might be Pirate Credit. It's called Slip Out. What you're listening to right here is called Strange Wolf. It's by somebody called Dirty Art Club.
Get some profit out of that thing. Okay, cool. What were we doing? We were doing the fart coin, right? Yeah, it's not structurally right here. This is not super pretty. Does Bitcoin though? No, Bitcoin have a similar problem, doesn't it? Yeah, kinda. I still think it's. My gut tells me short it, but my gut tells me that you have to cover clean up here still. Really and truly, if I want to be totally honest, I feel like you have to cover up to there. So outside of that, you need a local structural transition. But I no see. Do I scalp long? Nah, not worth it. Not worth it, in my opinion. Not worth it. What are we doing? We're doing Fartcoin still. Yeah, my issue is you haven't transitioned structure locally here. And on Bitcoin you did. But on Fartcoin you did not. So yeah, I think this still has the risk of coming clean up into an area like that. I'd keep an eye out for a short though. Obviously, it could just fall, but it does not meet entry criteria for me. It just doesn't, unfortunately. Jason, you're not late, bro. I mean, I was late. I've actually had better luck coming on aftermarket open and forming my bias after orb is already in. It's actually been doing me good, man. It's been doing me good. How many R's are on this already? Piddly little 2R. Alright, let me take this. Let's do this. Let's extend this to here. And drop that to there. Get rid of some of this shit. So I don't have to look at it anymore. Because it's annoying. Not you, bro.
Super chill, this one. Good lay by. Sounds like
Let's get that thing outside of deviation threshold. Let's put it right above that supply. And let's target 59K. See, you're not totally late. J Tuck you're not, or Jason, you're not totally late. Or do we just cover that high? And call it a swing trade. I don't know. Do whatever you want to do. I am not your daddy. Yeah, no problem, G. Taco Oka. Hey, anybody got any other cool coins like IOTA that we can look at? That was fun. That was fun, man. Get up there, Pippin. Come on, Scotty, motherfucker, Pippin. You can do it. You can do it, bro. Swarm, can we short you? What are you doing? Can we short you? Probably. Ooh, probably. Ooh, probably. Unbelievable. I'd be really aware of an potential SFP here. Looks like quite the fall down there. Looks like it could be quite the fall. Never traded this before. Bruv, what happened to my music? So sad.
This one's called Should Have Known, the instrumental by Reba DeVito.
How do you personally evaluate whether an initiation, I'm going to say that's versus an SFP, has legs to hold or cut? Or do you play probability? Okay. Hey Wiley, do you have one? Do you have a specific one I could look at? I mean, we could use Swarm. I guess we could use Swarm. It has a lot to do with. God, there's a couple things. So here's the first thing I'm looking at on this. Let's get to a blank chart. Let's go up to the 4. Get rid of all this other shit. I don't want to look at any of that. Go away. All right. So here's a couple of things that I think of when I look at this chart. I think to myself, we hit this low, and we've gotten almost a 50% lift off of it. Okay, cool, check. To break, to even aim for this high, I think we need to exceed supply. I think to break this high, I would want to see that there's been evidence of accumulation, and there is not yet. There's evidence that accumulation has begun, but not completed. It needs to take 005671 again to complete. Let's see. Let's look at volume. And then I start to ask myself questions like, if 8.2 million wasn't enough positive volume to get you above this level, then how are we going to do it off of negative delta? Right? That's another thing I look at. And then I have some market structure stuff that I employ. First of all, I want to know, is there any significant support left on this last leg up? The answer to that question is no. Like, you have a little bit of support here, but your structure will be bearish by the time you achieve that. So whereas it may provide lift, it's likely not to provide higher high lift. Other things I want to look for is, did we remove any liquidity on the way up? And though I can see, you know, we like purged a low there, hit some demand down yonder, and lifted. What I'd want to see to give me more confidence that we would break this level is like a range form here, and then it comes and yanks the low of that range. And then whereas you had a range here that we initiate, mitigate, continue, for that range too, I'd want to see something like, even if it just grabbed internal liquidity prior to coming up, anything along those lines, I want evidence of reaccumulation on the way to the high. And I don't have any of that. Hit the high, pull back to your closest demand, lift again, more shorts, come back to your local low SFP, and then that SFP couldn't even get you, well, so far it hasn't really gotten you anywhere, right? And yeah, those are some of the things I'd look at. But you know, if you had another chart for me to look at, in which, you know, what would probably be the most beneficial for you, I'm going to make an assumption, would be for you to say, hey, can you look at, random example, Dogecoin on this range? I was thinking it was going to break and it failed. Or I was thinking it was going to fail and it broke. If I could look at what you were looking at, trying to make a determination on and work through it together, then I think I could answer that question. Or I think my answer would mean more than the one that I have given you on Swarm. Oh, that's kind of bullish. That's kind of bullish, bro. This right here is pretty fucking bullish. That right there would be pretty bullish. So let's see what we got here. There's way too many lines on this chart. First of all, you go away. I don't want to look at you right now. Not enough for this local SFP. I don't have the patience for you right now. Okay, better. Man. Glad I took profit down there. Very glad I took profit down there. We just formed some manner of demand. It's busy over there yapping on Fartcoin or whatever, Swarm or whatever we were doing. See, had we just hit this once and lifted, I would currently be looking to add back to my short. We did not do that. We hit, we lifted, we came back down. Buyer said, no. And then we came back, broke that high. So I unfortunately can't add to my short right now, and I need to find some more music. Cut off. I don't know what's going on with my sound clouds today, but apparently I've been told to go sit down. Let's see. Let's get rid of that low. We don't need that anymore. Let's actually get an alert running down here on demand. Bro, did you mitigate that already? Fucking hell. Fucking hell. No, this looks so bad.
Protest the environmental devastation caused by the oil industry in the Niger Delta. The
I'm sorry. I was really asking about your process for evaluating a trade once you're in the trade. Okay, so if you go back to the beginning of the stream, we had identified a couple of things, probably a lot of things, but among those things was we broke structure at the top, we formed supply, we mitigated supply. The next most relevant place on the chart is here, and so on market open, yeah, so on market open anyways, I don't know. I know we shorted here, and to be perfectly fucking frank, I don't even remember, like, every detail about that. But I know we shorted here, right? With a target of here. Well, like, sort of an initial target of there. So when we hit the target, I was pulling off profit, but I'm still looking at Bitcoin for potential, like, swing trades all the way down to 59K, right? And so... yeah, so I took my stop loss from above this high to above that high once we hit this piece of demand right here. And honestly, it's pretty chill about that whole move until I came back and I saw that it had SFP'd its local low and transitioned some manner of structure off of that. It's like 1 minute market structure, but still important to me. And I still don't know if I've fucking answered your question. Honestly, I still don't even know if I've answered your question. But as I entered here, with a target down there, and then we hit that, and I reduced risk. I'm still in the trade, right? And I still have a little bit of risk left in the trade. Well, I took profit down here, so I can't lose the trade now, but I don't know. I feel like I'm really doing a shitty job of actually providing value to that question. And yeah, so I'm just trading market structure, right? I'm just trading market structure. That's all I'm doing. You had poor lows here. New York opened up to fill short. So I was prepared for this to be run or this to be run. I was prepared for both of these. But we lost structure here. We didn't break structure bullishly again until like here or here. And NQ looked like it wanted to distribute, right? I think if I remember correctly, NQ looked like it wanted to distribute. Yeah. So I don't know. Just went for it, but every trade's a little bit different. You fucking asshole. You fucking asshole. And then we just watched price initiate, mitigate, and continue.
Is wrapping up a 4-day visit for a technical assessment of the country's financial situation.
The issue is to make globalization work for the benefit of all. There will not be a good future for the rich if there is no prospect for a better
What's up with the ETH these days? I don't have too much time left, so if there's anything that you guys want to take a look at, please let me know.
There will not be a good future for the
Hammer,
rich if there
hammer
is no
time.
prospect for a better future for the poor. Poor, pure, poor, pure, poor.
This song is so intelligent. I mean, the one thing I will say is it is coming into a 12-hour order block that has a decent low on it. Let's go take a look at lower time frame. It's hitting the juiciest section of this order block. But honestly, this candle that caught it, draw a straight line. Please let me draw a straight line. Oh! Should have came up above here. And then we'd have probably climbed. But yeah, I mean, I'm just looking like this is like the juiciest section of demand here, and there were orders there. But yeah, they don't really take us anywhere. Where did market open on this? Well, this is more encouraging. I don't know. Let's see, this is a shit. This is a poor low. BTC does not. So these have an SMT divergence between the two. Interesting. Interesting. You know what the problem with that trade was? This giant fucking order block right here. That is why it never hit its full target. Because I suck.
There will not be a good future for the rich if there is no prospect for a better future for the pure.
Babylon them position the queen and set the pawn and start on some like Decepticon. Anytime delegates have a discrepancy, we'll have your tension with some long weapons. Night vision upon the attack mission. Coalition, a politician gets rich on. If you look in the face of the newly born a face malnutrition. Suspicion to what is them ambition. Total destruction, start the ignition. And the world still a fight
Tisk,
over
tisk.
religion. Everyone have a right to a decision. Superstition, the people reflect upon. Something not right, I man suspect I conquer them lost in the darkness.
What happened to BNB?
Shall escape except the ones who Exodus with no Christian. Better put on your khaki uniform. You a driver, leave no engine on. If you a rider, jump on a unicorn. Lace your shoes if you's a pedestrian. Run for the border like a Mexican.
Oh, it
Under Arsenal green like a leprechaun.
almost got the whole target out of that. This low is weaker than Circus Lemonade. Bro.
Boom! Chicken Marriott is there. Tell them beware, but them still won't hear. Life is a road, so you drive with care. Fire came bus cause you got no spare. Holy palos in your atmosphere. Step on the gas and you start your gear. This Rastafari you do not dare. Some don't share and then that's not fair. Make a move before they make make a move on you. Making moves and still move and go through. Moving things where you're not supposed to move. Watch your move and where you're moving to. Who you move with your crew. Move some food from up off the avenue. Move uptown and boost your revenue. Move uptown and overlook the view. Move around and get from one to two. Make a wrong move, indicate the loose. I stand up and I refuse to move. Substance from a no man not go use. Metric measurement me not go choose. Moving on and still you need a cruise. Your keys are the only keys me move. Moving on in Lord Exodus. Music business as usual. Mr. Van Guinness as usual. Royal and Muffin as usual. High grade Republican as usual.
Nah.
I don't the system as usual. This is
Nah,
the
bro.
as usual. The
B&B
cops
looks
are
like shit
as
here.
usual. And now we are watching cops as usual.
The problem with this is it's in discount.
Roll with it in our lap as usual. Always in every club as usual. Rest them on the point up as usual. Standard never jump as usual. Run a cream on the cup as usual. Run right down the clock as usual. Movements non-stop as usual.
Sound Valley Love, can't count that. Alright. Well, I'm gonna hit the road here pretty soon unless y'all got something else for me to look at. You see? Sure, dude. So short got us down to demand, and that demand worked. Formed a nice low. Bad high and a good low. Ah, fuck. That's not to say that you don't have supply here. It's just to say that that supply, in my opinion, isn't as good as that demand was. Fuck, man. Something just went wrong in my neck. Bullish external structure until over there. And now price is internal between this and this. I wonder if you need to run this poor high. We need to actually deviate that high for the next drop. Now, what do we got locally? Yeah, so, okay, so see, now I'm debating, I'm looking for failure here, right? And we're going to use some of the same logic that I employed last time. I think this is a smaller probability of failing here. You've got removal of liquidity here. You have removal of liquidity here. And then we did it again this morning. That tells me it wants this. I look for short up here. And I think that's about it. Fuck, my neck. Oh. Unless you just cut off the top of orb. That would be a place to potentially see some shorts kick in. Yeah, reaccumulation schematics would look like, yeah, it would look like pulling 184.91 again. I think a reaccumulation schematic needs to pull 184.91 again. Bro. Oh, the pain, the pain. I would look for longs down here for sure. The only local trade I'd be interested in would be this one. And it would need to have a structural transition. You're gonna need to see, I would need to see at least some manner of like 1 minute structure forming there. Or I couldn't take that. All right. You know, if I wasn't so busy yapping, maybe it would have been a good idea to add to the short there. Wow. Looks like Swarm took that high. No, it's about to though. Alright guys, I gotta hit the road, man. Thanks for joining me this morning. Love you guys. Rooting for you. Not a goddamn thing you're gonna be able to do about it. Well, see if there's anything else that's interesting before I can go. We trapped a lot of shorts at this low. Trapped a lot of shorts at that low. Alright. I gotta go, guys. Thanks for joining me. Take care. Oh, on swarm, entry criteria. Yeah, it's a fairly aggressive approach. Let me remind myself here. I'd want to see these last longs that purge the high trapped. Minimum, bare minimum. These longs here, you want to see them trapped. And then, yeah, I mean, you don't get a structural, you don't really get a confident structural transition down here, so it'd have to be a volume-based entry. You just have to look to trap all these longs here, which start here. So you'd want trap longs here, and then maybe you can see some structure on that move. I don't know, but or you just wait for your 15 to fail, which is down here. Initiate below that, look for some mitigation, for some continuation, cover this high up here. That's another idea. All right. Adios, amigos. Oh, I said that 3 times.